Now we be the voice that got talk true. For the land we done they so for silence too.
Hello my people, now welcome once again for this Ogbonge episode of Voices of Vigilance. One of the Tory wey scatter internet last week na Deji Adeyanju as in they insult and abuse Peter Obi because according to Deji, he want pay back for all the insults wey Obidients they insult him. My brother, my sister picking wey say mama no go sleep, himself no go rest. That guy don't dey trend for the wrong reason because of the shaggy wey he don't receive from Obidients in the past 24 hours. I be no one do this story because I take am saying a distraction. But the man wey broker the meeting where Deji meet with Peter Obi for 2022 don't come out talk say all those things where Deji they talk say nothing there inside. Say all of them na lie. Ike Abonyi, wey be political associate of Peter Obi, don't show up for RICV. Say everything Deji talk na lie. Make we listen.
While joining us in the studio, I'm glad to have former political editor with this newspaper and media advisor to previous PDP national chairman, Ike Abonyi. He's also a political associate of Peter Obi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, I mean, you've issued a statement trying to clarify what actually happened. I mean, can you reflect on that meeting between Peter Obi and Deji Adeyanju? And you have said that Deji had wanted a ticket for the Amagbari federal constituency to be given to him by the Labour Party. But of course, maybe because he didn't get that, that could have led to this kind of comments.
Well, I wouldn't want to go into insinuating from that angle. I was actually at the meeting, not only at the meeting, but I brokered it. When I was in PDP, I headed a media committee to revive PDP. And at that time, some of these activists were coming around, and Deji was among them. That was when I met Deji, and we cultivated a relationship. So immediately after Mr. Peter Obi got the Labour Party ticket in May 2022, the euphoria of that time, Deji was contemplating running for House of Representatives for Abuja. And I felt that the Labour Party needed somebody like him who is young and activist, popular, and all those things. And I discussed it with Obi. I said, look, we need somebody like this who can try to arouse the public. And arranged for us to meet. And three of us met in the night. And we discussed amicably. Obi, as usual, welcomed the meeting and explained his life, how he came into politics and what he has done and all those things. After explaining, Deji was also touched. He started his own story and talked about how the mother played huge impact on him and all that.
Yeah, the mother case that was filed against him.
No.
His own mother. Oh, okay. I thought
you understand?
No.
I didn't have it. We didn't discuss any other thing except after Obi finished his story, Deji now told his own story. And at the end of the day, we left there. It was a long discussion and a very friendly discussion. Because before then, Deji was in the public space, various statements and all that, supporting that this is the best man for this job. So it was based on that the meeting was even brokered in the first place. And after the meeting, 4 weeks after, he issued a statement, tweeted that Obi told him in that meeting that invested government money in his family business.
That's the Anambra State government.
Yes, government money in his family business. I couldn't imagine whether it's the one I attended.
And you were there all through. Was there also any offer of monetary inducement?
I was there. Not only that, I was there. I left there with Deji.
Interesting.
So when I saw that statement, my initial reaction was that could they have met without me?
Somewhere else apart from that meeting.
You understand? Because the way he presented it was so assertive that it would be difficult for you to begin to doubt whether it's the one who participated. So I called Deji. I said, what happened? Did you meet with Peter Obi in another place after I left or another place? He didn't give me any response. And I issued a statement 2022.
Yeah, I mean, I received that statement.
Yes.
We reported
Yes,
it.
okay.
And you've just gone ahead to issue another statement. I mean, so, but what do you think would be the primary motive for Adeyanju's revelation? Because he says he's prepared to go to court if indeed Obi takes him to court and that he has evidence.
Well, I am curious because I will love to know, in terms of what may have prompted it, that will be going into Deji's mind, which I don't want to go. You understand? But I'm curious to see if this matter gets to court. Then let me see that. Because if it's something I was an outsider, then I was okay, maybe this happened, or you can never swear for anything. But for this one, I cannot imagine.
Well, maybe the lawyers will be reaching out to you to serve as a primary witness in the case.
No, but to me, this matter is a distraction to the project.
You think so?
Yes.
You think that maybe some people, because I mean there have been allegations against Deji against him online, that maybe the APC is trying to use him. Some people even brought out, different insinuations that he had an alleged murder case previously, and then of course one of the people who helped him out was Festus Keyamo. Maybe Deji is working for the APC and all of that through the back door to stop Obi. I mean different things. How the online space is like. I mean, do you think, as a political editor, this is calculated to distract Obi?
Definitely. Definitely, because given the way Deji is pursuing it, you know that there's some political undertone. Otherwise, if you made an allegation against somebody and say he's going to court, why rush to the media and start a media trial? Well, you are a lawyer.
He claims that some of Peter Obi's supporters are all out against him, abusing him.
They
even allegedly said that, I mean, one of the supporters, Sarah Ibrahim, had called his wife a whore, and I mean, all sort of things happening. And Peter Obi did not caution his supporters, particularly this person, allegedly.
I don't know whether he's in Peter Obi's camp to know how Peter Obi reacts to things. Because he's not qualified to say that Peter Obi did not do something because he wouldn't know and he's not there. But the truth of the matter is that the way Deji is taking it, if you have made allegation against somebody and you are a lawyer, go to court. Like I said, when this meeting took place, Deji was not a lawyer.
Yes.
And now he is a lawyer. I expected something more mature in handling this case.
Yeah, but I love the way you actually put it too, that these gentlemen are your friends, two of them, and that you would love to see how this can actually be settled. Is there any way that there could be maybe an out-of-court settlement if it does get to court, or you wouldn't even allow it to get to court in the first instance? Is there any way you could bring these two gentlemen together?
Well, you
think it's too late?
I am not a lawyer, and when lawyers are involved in a case, it's only them that will determine the extent. Me, as a journalist and a friend of the two, I don't mind. Because to me, Obi is focused on the ball.
Yeah, but he feels injured. I mean,
yes,
he said his reputation has been injured. Deji too is also saying that he feels injured by Obidients who are also abusing the hell out of him and all of that.
The thing is, anybody who has been following Obi's trend, Obi don't react to criticism, except when he goes to personalized things like this.
All right.
You understand? He doesn't like it. Even this one, I can tell you, pressure is on him. Why are you going to court?
Yes, I mean...
You understand? you understand? But the point is, it has to do with his reputation. So at a point, you have to look at both ways. But it doesn't mean it cannot be out of court. You understand? It's something that can be settled out of court. But it depends on the disposition of... If the media trial continues, nobody will just sit down and wait. But the most important thing is that it's a distraction to the main project.
All right, Abonyi, before we actually end this conversation, I want to speak from a higher level. some people are saying that Peter Obi, by threatening to go to court, that means that he can't swallow what his own supporters are giving to others. That people like President Bola Tinubu, I mean, a whole lot of Obidients have abused him, but he chose not to go to court. That can't Peter Obi act from a much more higher level? And, you know, look at this, maybe like a distraction and ignore it. Because Tinubu has been abused severally, Atiku too has been abused severally, and other leaders, yet they don't go to court. That this is the price you have to pay for putting yourself out there.
That is to an angle, but anybody who has been following Peter Obi since he became a national figure at presidential level, we know that nobody has been so abused in the media space like him. Somebody like Reno Mokori was hired just to attack him. Has he talked to me? Has he gotten to God?
I mean,
there are so many of that.
Always read.
You understand?
Their interactions.
There are so many other characters. You understand? And even if, like they just said, he offered him money and he refused and all that. Anybody who knows Peter Obi is a Catholic, an ardent Catholic, and he went to adoration ground of Fatambaka. And Baka wanted him to pronounce a mount with the crowd there who will clap for him and they will pray to him and say, look, I don't mention money. Yeah. Show me the project, I'll do for you. And I will do it. And this created some dispute between him and Father Baka.
All right,
that is Peter Obi when it comes to money issue. This matter, there are so many criticisms Obi has received. This because this touched on his person. Look, the presidential spokesperson, Bayo Nanuga, woke up the other day and said Peter was organizing during the protest.
All right.
And he threatened to go to court. That is spokesman of the president. So it's not about if you attack Peter on issues, on politics, on his politics and all that, you don't mind. But when you now come to his image, direct image, but that doesn't mean the matter should be allowed to be a distraction.
Oh yes, my people. Some other Obidients come out, talk the same thing. Say, make Peter Obi forget Deji. Say a small boy where they want attention. Make you no take him to court, saying a distraction. Even Rufai of Arise TV don't come out talk the same thing. But make we take the one way Magnus talk. Make we listen.
Hello and welcome. My name is Magnus Oraka. This message is to Peter Obi. I hope it reaches you. I understand you had a lawsuit against Deji Adeyanju. Quite frankly, if you can hear me, I will strongly advise that you pull that suit down. What you don't know is that, forget that electioneering has not come. The Obedient movement, we are still there. We are there, stronger than we were before. You don't know it. You don't know it. I have a support group that cuts around the 36 states and FCT and Abuja. What you have before is stronger than what you have now, is stronger than what you have before. They know it. Maybe you don't know, but they know it. So they are doing everything to make you react. And in the process of reacting, you might do what is wrong or what is right. So the best is don't do anything so that you don't commit yourself. I tell you, forget it. The likes of Deji Adeyanju, Reno Mokri, and a host of others, particularly the bulk of them that reside in the Southwest, are infected. We that describes ourselves as obedient are like people living in a society affected by the zombie virus. The moment you say, I am obedient, you are one of many few that have not been infected by the virus. Because for people not to support you, Peter Obi, it means because what the zombie virus does is to affect your brain. You see your father, you don't recognize. All you see is meal, a food to eat. You see your children, all you see is what to eat. So it affects your brain. So a similar virus that is zombie virus, I will call it Tinubu virus, has infected all APC virus, let me not be personal, has infected Nigeria. But I can assure you that those that are not infected are more. There's no need picking on individuals. Leave them. Just concentrate on building inroads to the north, to people that have been brainwashed to think that you don't mean well for Nigeria. Concentrate on that job. Leave this dirty job for us. Don't bring yourself in. No dirty yourself. I beg. Leave this. Don't leave them. We are here. We are watching. We are here. We are watching. And we cannot allow this virus to spread more than it has already spread. If you are not an obedient, you are infected. So, and if you want to be cured from the virus, just say I'm obedient. Your virus will be cured immediately. Because how can people be supporting what is evil if not that you are infected? Where a country where things have become, anyway, I shouldn't be educating you about the country. You know the country is bad. You have all the statistics that the country is bad, and you know how to fix it. But engaging in this fight with individuals will definitely and greatly distract you. So all I'm begging is, please drop that suit. Truly drop it. Just drop and drop and drop them. Deji Adeyanju is not affecting anything. It's not in fact affecting anything. It's not taking away from your popularity. Rather, it is growing.
Some other people don't come out and say, make Peter Obi go on.
Adeyanju, Deji has built a brand around loudness and making sweeping statements. But let's separate the drama from the facts. First, let's take his latest attempt to bring Sowore into Obi's matter. He claimed Obi once called Sowore the blackmailer in chief. But again, where is the evidence? He didn't produce a document. He didn't even give context. Just a throwaway line designed to attract Sowore's supporters and create a false alliance. Let's talk about some of his petty lies. Deji claimed, I have never supported any political party. Yet the evidence says otherwise. His poster shows he once contested for National Publicity Secretary under PDP. How do you reconcile that? On one hand, he paints himself as neutral above partisan politics. On the other hand, he was actively campaigning to be a part of the party structure. This is dishonesty. And all this points to one thing. His court is social media and his judge is public opinion. If he wants reconciliation, he runs to social media figures. Today is Sowore, tomorrow it could be very dark man. Deji, being barely 2 years at bar, explains some of his shocking legal blunders. Imagine the case of Comfort Emerson versus Ibomhe. Deji argued that Ibomhe had no right to ban Comfort based on freedom of movement. But this is laughable. Freedom of movement protects citizens from unlawful restriction by the state, not from private businesses enforcing safety and order. Even a first-year student would know that, but definitely not Deji. He speaks with confidence, but confidence without substance is emptiness. Now some people might ask, why would Peter Obi even bother suing him? And here is the answer. Because Obi's greatest asset is his reputation. The only thing that separates him from the typical Nigerian politician is the image of integrity, of being different. And when someone like Deji goes around spreading falsehood, it's not just talk. It's an attempt to chip away that very reputation. In politics, perception is reality. And if you don't defend your reputation, your silence will be misinterpreted as admission. Take a moment and think of this point. Deji, when being quoted by Shara reporters some years back, rushed to clarify things. He said, "It's not what I meant." What does that tell you? It tells you that he knows that words have consequences and he had no proof. So now ask yourself again, what changed? Don't forget, on TV, Deji boasted, "I'd rather support Tinubu than Obi," clearly hoping to get favor from the corrupt end of the judiciary and the presidential pit. He believes the system will protect him, not the truth. That is why he's so reckless with his words. He knows the system wants Obi down, so he's hoping to be the one to be used. But here's where the case is bigger than Deji versus Obi. If falsehood can be weaponized in court without evidence, it sets a terrible precedent because this case will always stand as a reference point. Will Nigeria judiciary stand on evidence or collapse under politics and corruption? That's exactly why Obi must act, because if lies are allowed to stand as truth, then integrity, the one thing Obi represents, dies. Let's keep the count from the judiciary. It's a truth at a time. Take care.
My people, as if that one no do it, the root rallies will be Haruna Goroh drop another song warning Deji to watch him mouth. Listen.
Adeyanju Deji, why this fight? Obi no be your enemy, stand for what is right. Instead of chasing those who they milk Niger dry. You turn your eye, but on Obi you they lie. You call Obidients say more, but hear me clear. These are voices of the youth, destiny they hold dear. Not bonds, not false, not brag with shishi. They rise with Obi cause his record they crispy. Oh, Deji, watch your mouth, stop the attack. Oh, Deji, face the truth, no turning back. Oh, why Obi be your fight? Not jealousy. Oh, Niger needs the lie. Obi got the honesty. Oh, Deji, watch your mouth, stop the attack. Oh, Deji, face the truth, no turning back. Oh, why Obi be your fight? Not jealousy. Oh, Niger needs the lie. Obi got the honesty. Say Obi they pay influencers and false tale. He no buy loyalty, no right corruption's trail. No CC, no shishi, no brown envelope. Oh, yet the people they gather cause hope, they give hope. Legendary with due respect. I thought you were all out for the masses and oppressed, giving them a voice to shout. That's the same thing Peter Obi they stand for. So why you turn your weapon on him like a war? An attack on Obi is an attack on the poor, on the people you claim you they fight for before. Fighting Obi is fighting Nigerians. True, Deji, if you love this nation, check what you do. Whoa! Where was your voice when religion they divide? When public funds they waste on every side? When bigotry show face, you keep silence. But for Obi, a daily resistance. Where was your voice when religion they divide? When public funds they waste on every side? When bigotry show face, you keep silence. But for Obi, a daily resistance. You call Obi tribalist, but truth they loud. Now enter zone disenfranchised in front of the crowd. Deji, search your heart, you know the score. Obi fit fix this nation, you can't ignore. Envy no go change the fact we see. Blackmail and insults, no fi set Niger free. Obedience they ready, we go stand tall. Against false narratives, we they answer the call. Oh, Deji, watch your mouth, stop the attack. Oh, Deji, face the truth, no turning back. Oh, why Obi be your fight? Not jealousy. Oh, Niger needs the lie. Obi carry honesty. Deji, watch your mouth, stop the attack. Oh, Deji, face the truth, no turning back. Oh, why Obi be your fight? Not jealousy. Oh, Niger needs the lie. Obi carry honesty. Adeyanju, stop the blackmail, stop the lies. Don't be like Reno, Mokri and others who suffer from Obi syndrome. Nigeria, they awake. Open your eyes. History no forget. Destiny no bend. Truth goes down forever. Obi to the end. To the end.
For our final story for today, another active voice don't come out say that Governor Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State allegedly they target Igbo people. This one heavy for mouth, my people. Here from the first
my good people, while we are all looking and watching, the Lagos State government is committing genocide against a group of people. I know you would think that genocide is too big of a word to be used, but in a situation whereby a particular group of people are being targeted because they don't vote for you, because they are not from your tribe, you are destroying their livelihood, you are destroying their shelter, you are packing them at random and dropping them off in the middle of the night in different bushes around Nigeria. The Lagos State government is particularly targeting Igbo people And I do not know why. I know that majority of you Nigerian Yorubas are happy. Nítorí àwọn ọ̀lẹ ọmọ onílẹ̀ ló pọ̀ jù láàrin wa. Onínú wa ṣe ń dùn. It is against the God of our land for us to reject any sojourner. It is against the law of this Tafida election ṣe kí a fìyà jẹ àlejò. Governor Sanwo-Olu fìyà jẹ àlejò. Wọ́n wó ilé àwọn Igbo. Wọ́n da ọjà wọn rú. Wọ́n kó wọn láàrin òru, wọ́n lọ drop wọn sáàrin igbó within Nigeria, and we are all looking. This thing will backfire. This will backfire, and I am calling on the federal government to pay attention to what is going on in Lagos State. Ní ayé àtijọ́, when trailers are coming from the north, one kó oúnjẹ wá ni, they will bring cows, they will bring garri, bring everything. Now all they bring is almanjeri people. So all these young capable people who are ready to fight war, that is what they bring to us. The Lagos State governor did not see it necessary to deport those people, but those people who have invested, who have taken Lagos as their life, create livelihood there, are the one being targeted by Governor Sanwo-Olu. And this is a policy of Lagos from the time of Governor Tinubu. They have been deporting Igbo people from the time of Shafa Shola. You remember the Oba of Lagos actually threatening to go and drop Igbo people, gather them and go and drop them in their lagoon. Have you forgotten? That is the meaning of genocide. And that is what is being practiced by Lagos State government, under the watch of His Excellency President Tinubu. And I am begging on the president to pay attention. Pay attention. Bí ogun civil war ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ sí rèé o. These are the things that led to military taking over in 1966. Please pay attention to what is happening in Lagos. It is a crime against humanity what is happening in Lagos. It is a genocide against Igbo people. Omo Yoruba ni mi, and I am shouting out now because I know when it backfires, gbogbo wa ló máa kàn. Elaboro elaboye o.